Hey guys, we're up in here now. I'm doing a live stream, if you couldn't tell. I have a zombie and a creeper sitting outside my home, and do not like that. Oh, well, ain't that painful? Oh, death. Oh, sorry I'm a little quiet today. One, my mic sucks, we all know that. But two, my voice still kind of hurts from the 2-hour live stream last night. And right now there isn't anyone watching, so if you're watching this video later, this may be a quiet video when people aren't on the actual live stream because of my voice. But I wanted to play, and I wanted to get up on here so that way people know that I am incredibly serious about continuing to do these, and whether people are watching or not. And I mean, we've got a few views, a few follows on Twitter. You can feel free to follow us on Twitter. For updates, subscribe, comment, like, whatever you want to do. That's Meteor. Trying to find my corpse from when I died. Take care of these guys, hopefully, the really slow way. So that armor was not as good as I assumed it would be in the live stream. I died fairly easily. Granted, I had a bug and 2 zombies and a creeper after me, but that was a pretty... I went charging into that thinking, oh, I'm gonna survive anything. I guess not. I almost had him. Literally almost had him. I need to take care of this guy because I'm worried he's gonna attack me if I don't kill him, and then I won't be able to get my stuff. Ooh, I got a helmet of some sort. Nice. Pick up this stuff, and then, oh, there's my body. We'll go back into our house, do some inventory rearrangement, drop some stuff off, all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna look up here shortly. I may not be doing anything for a couple of seconds while I look up conversation topics to talk about, because between the 3 videos, I've been talking for 3 hours without any kind of break or any kind of input from anybody or anything for that matter. So I'm thinking that's what we may do come here shortly, but we'll see. Seems like that looks a little bit better. 151 over 330 versus 100 over 154, which means I may use, actually, if I remember correctly, I have another chest plate somewhere. Where is kind of the question with this whole thing. Oh, pants. 129. Oh, no, those are better. Barely. Take a couple more hits and it might not be better. So now let's rearrange the inventory. $22 food. I need to get some sticks because I need to make a lot of things that I don't have. Where'd all my sticks go? Oh well. Oh, there they are. Good, 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 good. I need to make a couple shovels. Making some shovels up in here. Gotta make a couple axes, because I'm gonna need more wood than what I have. There we go. That looks like it's definitely an improvement. Time for bed. So we're going to bed now. While it's doing this, I'm gonna look up there we go. So I'm just pulling up a conversation starter icebreaker. The first question is, where did I grow up? I grew up mostly around the Lansing, Michigan area. I'm not going to get too specific when it's questions like this, just because you never know who's listening or who's watching. But I grew up in the general area of Lansing, Michigan. And I really did, I love that area. I've spent a lot of time in New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Michigan. So, I can't complain. Do I have any pets? We did, but for certain reasons, allergy issues among them, or possible allergy issues, I should say, we had to get rid of him. It really upset us, but he did go to a very good home. He went to a family that I think really takes care of him well. And yeah, that's about it for that question. I don't know how much more I can add. What does my name mean? As far as I know, not much. These stupid ants. They're a pain in the butt, I swear. Red ants. I believe my name means pure, depending on what inspiration you're talking about. What type of phone do I have? Oh, that's an easy one. I have LG G3. What do I like to do in my spare time? Exactly what I'm doing right now. Minecraft, read, go for walks if I'm feeling up to it. Yeah. What's the first thing I do when I wake up? Well, if you're not referring to going to the bathroom, then the first thing I do when I wake up is I generally smoke a cigarette. I get on my phone, check my email, check Twitter, check all the social stuff, see if I have any new notifications, because I block notifications at night so they don't wake me up. Yeah. Smoke a cigarette. What was the last thing I purchased? A Speedway soda. Soda pop. And no, I'm not gonna get into the whole soda versus pop debate. I use them both interchangeably. It is what it is. I grew up in Michigan. Most people up there use pop. But I spent a lot of times in other areas, and I have a zombie coming. And so I did pick up on the whole soda, or my favorite is calling every soda or pop Coke. I hate Coke, though, so I will never honor them with said honors. I am a Pepsi fan. Vanilla Pepsi in particular. Coke just tastes flat to me. It always has. This is a good question, because now it's got me going into like 3 different topics. Pepsi just has a crisper taste that I like more, I guess. Coke doesn't suck. I will drink it on occasion. Vanilla Coke is okay. I will drink that whenever anybody gives it to me, or I can afford it. But the nice thing about the Speedway near me is I can actually get, they have flavor injectors. So I can get my soda flavored however I want, no matter what soda it is. Well, not however. There's only 4 in that machine. It has vanilla, lime, and cherry, and one other one I feel like I'm forgetting. But yeah, so there's all of that. What's my favorite holiday? I really don't know if I have a favorite holiday. I like Easter, I like Christmas, Halloween is fun. I'm gonna be more fun soon. If I could meet anyone in history, who would I meet? That's a difficult one because I'm a history buff and I would like to meet a lot of historical figures. King Tut, I'd love to know more about. There's not much known about him. Holy crap! Well, that hurt. I might need to eat some more fish. I need to pay more attention to my mini-map. King Tut, I spent a lot of time studying ancient Egypt. I've studied Titanic, the Civil War. From the Civil War, probably Stonewall Jackson or Robert E. Lee. I'd love to ask them how they could support slavery, because Stonewall Jackson was a very religious man. So I'm really curious how he justified that. I don't know if it was just misinterpretation of the scriptures, in that he took certain things that were said by Paul about slaves and masters, not realizing that the definition of a slave in America at the time and the definition of a slave in Greece were much, much different. I'd really like to meet George Washington, founder of one of the founders of our country. Abraham Lincoln would be another cool guy to meet. Oh, fall damage. Forgot about that. Who else? I can't think of... Oh, Cleopatra would be another. Jesus, of course. Can't really think of anybody else off the top of my head. So we'll go down to it. Are you a saver or a spender? It depends. It depends. I save what money we need to pay for bills. I generally get at least one or two small things to treat my wife and I every month, if we can afford to. But I mean, with our budget, you kind of have to be a saver a little bit. So yeah. What was your favorite children's book? That's an easy one, but I can't remember the name of it. I read it in probably about 3rd grade, and it was, I want to say it was called Iditarod, maybe? It was about the Iditarod dog race. It was a fun book, and the animations were cool, and I really wish I could remember it, because I would like to get that book to share my love of it with our child, but I can't find it. Well, our possible child, I should say. What did you want to grow up to be when you were younger? It always changed. I never really had a firm idea of what I wanted to do. Still don't really. I mean, I have ideas of things I would like to do, but because of my limitations, a lot of those are out the window. Military service, firefighter, police officer, the typical kid things, I think. At one point, I think I wanted to be, I convinced myself I was a race car driver, and I probably drove around I know I pretended to drive. I don't have many childhood questions are kind of hard because I don't have a lot of memories as it relates to childhood memories, except for negative. There was so much negative that went on when I was in foster care. It kind of drowned out the positive memories a little bit. But I do remember my birth father's father let me drive his car on his lap, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I think it was him. I could be remembering it wrong. Someone did when I was younger. Cook some more charcoal. Keep those out because I'm going to drop them in furnaces. But yeah, what type of kid were you? Rebellious. Pretty much a loner. What was or is your favorite subject for schooling? Definitely history or social studies in general. I really enjoyed. I still do. It's one of my hobbies to study history. So I think I would have to say history. I really sucked at math. I just can't understand it for some reason, which is really weird because before I went into foster care, like in first grade and kindergarten, my math scores were ridiculously high, testing and schoolwork wise. But once I went into foster care, that really changed, and I have a creeper up above my doorway. That's fun. What was your least favorite job that you've ever had? I have to say telemarketing. I hated telemarketing a lot. Ooh! Destroyed the crud out of everything. I hated being a telemarketer. I hated being encouraged to lie constantly, or feeling like I had to in order to succeed. What is the first thing you notice about a guy or girl? Well, I don't anymore. I'm married. But when I was dating, I took notice of personality above anything else. You could be what society defines as pretty, and I could think you were uglier than all get out if your personality really stunk. Likewise, I dated a lot of girls that classmates and other people said, I don't know what you see in her, she's so ugly. But I didn't see that because her personality was what I was attracted to. And I was able to see her beauty because of her personality. I guess I'm a bit odd in that. And I know that sounds stereotypical and weird, but maybe that I'm just making it all up, but it's the honest truth. I see personality far more than I see looks. What are your turn-offs? I hate being interrupted. Pet peeve of mine. I'm going to change this to pet peeves because I really haven't thought about that question in a long time because I'm married, and I think if I were to think about what my turn-offs or turn-ons were, my wife would, and tell other people those things, my wife would have a problem with that. Maybe she wouldn't, I don't know. But I don't really want to think about it. So let's go with pet peeves. What are some of my pet peeves? I hate being interrupted. I hate making plans and having someone else ruin them. I hate making plans with someone else and then them bailing on me. I'm a very make your plan, work your plan kind of guy. You have to be with my disorders. So if something is, I can be somewhat spontaneous, at least to other, it seems that way to other people. But it's never spontaneous to me. I've been thinking about asking the person to do it for days before I actually get up the gumption to do it. Die, stupid friggin' ants. Thank you. Hate those things so much. Ooh, I've got some what looks like golden cows over here. Enchanted golden cow. I do not know what I just got, but whatever it is, I will take it. So yeah, those are some of my pet peeves. Not being listened to is another one. If I feel like I'm not being listened to, I get really frustrated, tend to repeat myself over and over again until I finally feel like you've listened to me. Bugs my wife to no end, because I'm not always the best at telling when someone is paying attention to me and when they're not. So sometimes it'll feel like they're ignoring me and they're really not. It's part of the disorders. But yeah, let's do some others here. What is your favorite food? I'd have to say pizza. I know that's a really American answer, but I love me some pizza. Absolutely love me some pizza. What are some other favorite foods? I'd have to say probably... Ooh, I have a golden apple and a notch apple. Nice. Some other favorite foods. Hamburgers. Easy things tend to be my favorite. Things that I can cook easy. I do create big meals on occasion. Big meals, my favorite is probably turkey. Possibly brown sugar and pineapple ham. I tend to like. Whoa, weird glowstone. Oh. Ooh, ooh. This meteor, I'm liking this meteor. That's some nice stuff. I gotta figure out what I need for a meteor shield. I need a meteorite ignite, cobblestone, and a single redstone. Let's do that again. So I have to see how to make a meteorite block. I need to find magma cube spawn egg. Should probably head home. I need to delete 74 meters. Getting dark. Gonna head home. Oh, I passed home. Oh, there it is. But yeah, no one's been on for a while, so I may actually get off and take a break. Might catch a nap once I rearrange some stuff. Tomato plant. So, I'm gonna see y'all later. You guys have fun.